So out of that, the U.S. Census report, it shows us that the pandemic has cost restaurants, bars, more than 280 billion in sales. The chances are one of your favorites was hit, might not even be around anymore. In our community, the survival and future of Black-owned culinary businesses is in jeopardy. But one organization called Black Restaurant Week is launching its More Than Just a Week campaign to revitalize those businesses throughout the entire year. It is kicking off a 15-city tour, online, marketplace, and more to celebrate the flavors of African American, and Caribbean businesses and cuisines. Joining us to talk about the effort that kicks off next week is Warren Luckett, one of the Black Restaurant Week founders. Good morning to you, Warren. We appreciate you joining us. A Black Restaurant Week, the organization, it supports restaurateurs, bartenders, chefs, caterers, food trucks too. Tell us exactly what that support looks like. What do you do for them?
Sharon, thank you so much for having us on this morning. Black Restaurant Week was established in 2016, and our goal was to highlight the culinary diaspora from across Africa. And so through a 10-day campaign, we're able to highlight restaurateurs, caterers, food trucks from across the diaspora. And as you mentioned, we will have 15 different campaigns throughout the year that highlight some of the best Black culinary professionals that this country has to offer.
So More Than a Week, the campaign. Tell us more about it, because you really want to keep your foot on the gas here with so much need out there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. With the pandemic affecting so many small businesses, we saw a disproportionate amount of Black-owned food businesses that were affected, and a lot of them unfortunately went out of business. Our hope is through Black Restaurant Week, we have an opportunity not only to bring awareness to these businesses, but most importantly, to drive revenue to these businesses that desperately need it right now. And so over each of the 10-day campaigns, you're able to patronize these different restaurants. The restaurants will offer different specials at their establishments, and it allows us as a community to get in on all the fun. If you visit blackrestaurantweeks.com, this is a website that you can use all year round to find your favorite Black-owned restaurant in your local town. It also will keep you updated on some of the amazing events that we host, like our catering showcases and food truck festivals around the country.
Yeah, we'll put a link up on our own website. The Independent Restaurant Coalition, Warren, reports restaurants, bars. I mean, it's just incredible. The revenue loss, the debt taken on over just the past 2 years. That's if they were able to survive. Last year, you showcased 1,200 Black-owned culinary businesses across the country, Canada too, and you generated an average of 15% sales increase. So what is the goal for this year's effort?
The goal for this year's effort is just to continue the awareness. And while we do such a wonderful job of highlighting these restaurants throughout the actual campaigns, our goal is to highlight these restaurants throughout the year. And so through an infusion of events, whether it's the catering competitions or even just new content that we're looking to air very soon, we want this to be a full year campaign. We have some amazing partners that are going to be coming on board to really help us extend the awareness of these businesses all year long. Thanks to the establishment of our foundation, Feed the Soul Foundation, we're able to give businesses $10,000 grants, as well as 6-month business development
Wow.
opportunities where they're paired with different consultants that allow them not only to have that wonderful cash injection that they desperately need, but also to provide them with resources that are going to give them sustainability in each of the local markets.
I want to know about the response, because what you're really doing is throwing a lifeline to some of these businesses, iconic businesses that we've grown to love in our communities that we don't want to see go away. So what are they telling you, these business owners?
They're telling us that the times right now have been as hard as any, whether it's been effects from the supply chain, getting some of the different products, to even the labor shortages that have affected so many businesses during the pandemic. It's all about how do you pivot, how do you shift to look forward and position yourself to be successful for years to come. And so, in addition to the actual campaign, we have a host of other different resources that provide businesses strategy and allows them to position themselves to be successful for years to come.
Yeah, and we only have a couple seconds left, but finally, isn't the challenge ours too? people in our community to really get behind these establishments. And I wonder what you would say to customers out there who have so many choices.
Well, the beauty is, you have an opportunity to try something new every day or every week. And so, again,
Hmm.
if you're a big fan of, say, Caribbean cuisine, well, you might try a Black owned vegan establishment. I think the most important part is to step outside your comfort zone and to explore all the wonderful cuisines that the African diaspora has to offer. We've been so entrenched in the culinary history of this country for so long. I think it's very important for us to do our part as a community to ensure the
Hmm.
longevity of Black food culture in this country.
Warren, we love what you're doing. And you don't have to tell me twice to eat because I'm there. Okay. I am there. We appreciate you. We want to know how it's going. So please come back and update us. Warren Luckett, thanks so much for starting your day with us and supporting Black culinary businesses through your work. We appreciate it.